Hey everyone, so the meal plan is up a day early, or I was wrong, but it's up now. So I'm gonna wait until I see some people hop on, and then I'm gonna show you guys what the meal plan's all about, how you can find it, how to kind of navigate Beachbody On Demand, especially if you're new at Beachbody On Demand. There's a crap load of info on here. So, all right, I see. Let me know if you can hear and see me. Let me know that you're checking it out, that you're like pumped, that you're ready to go. All right, cool. So I see people are hopping on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my screen so you can see me doing it on a computer. So the way I'm doing it on a computer is the same way you're going to be doing it on the Beachbody On Demand app. It's just going to be smaller. So if you haven't downloaded Beachbody On Demand yet, just go to your app store. I'm guessing I have an iPhone, so it's simple. Just search Beachbody On Demand. It's free to download it on your phone, iPad, whatever, tablet, or you can just go on your computer. I personally love doing it on my computer just because, like, I'm not that I'm old or I don't have glasses, but it's just like easier. Like, I like to see it like a little bit bigger than having it on my phone. And I print out the things that I want that are key for me. Like, so if you've never done 21 Day Fix or you've never used the container, I would highly suggest printing out the entire meal plan. Like, do back and front, do like black and white so you're not like wasting your ink. But if you've done the 21 Day Fix and you kind of understand the containers, then like just print out the materials that you think are good for you. So what I printed out, and I'll let you guys know when we're kind of going through this, is I just printed out like the time of everything, of like before my workout, during my workout, after my workout, and then my meals after my workout. So that I'm gonna print out and put in my fridge. And then I also just printed out my meal plan, like, so I know like how many containers I can have per day. And you also can use the Beachbody On Demand, you can use the 21 Day Fix app to just count out your containers. So like you could just go into that 21 Day Fix app and check off that you had a purple, check off that you had a red, just kind of keep track of your containers. But I would say after a week, like you kind of like know, like, oh, I had this, or oh, I had that. Like it becomes very routine. So like a lot of this might be overwhelming, and that's absolutely normal. So don't feel like I absolutely know everything. Like I don't. Like I had as much access to this meal plan, 3 hours, than everybody else did. So if you're confused, it's okay. We have like 200 people in this group, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna figure it out. So don't try to think that you're gonna do this perfectly, because you're not. I'm not. You just have to take imperfect action and just do it, right? Like, whoops, if you make a mistake, not a big deal. If you miss a container, the world's not gonna end. Like, you're going to be fine. So further ado, I'm going to take a sip of my tea, and then we'll get rocking and rolling on this whole Beachbody On Demand thing. All right. So let me flip my screen here. Oops. Can't put it right on my mouse pad. Give me 2 seconds just to get this stand set up so you guys can see. Okay, so I'm on Beachbody On Demand, so it's just beachbodyondemand.com, right? Plain and simple. And then you're gonna see all the different workouts. Now, if you're new to Beachbody On Demand, you know, take a look, see all the stuff that you get with this. You don't just get 80 Day Obsession, you get every single workout that Beachbody ever came out with. So, like, a lot, right? It just keeps going and going, like the Energizer Bunny. The cool thing that you guys also get is called Fixate. Fixate is the cooking show that goes along with the container system. So they're going to do recipes just for 80 Day Obsession. I don't believe they're out, but the foundational videos in Fixate are awesome. She talks about the containers. She talks about how to like clear your pantries, what to get rid of in your kitchen. She talks about prepping, and that's what this whole week is about, guys. So don't think I'm just gonna go over this and be like, have fun, peace out, like figure it out on your own. No, like we're gonna be posting so much stuff. You might get a little bit over, like too much information, but just take what you need and don't, you don't need to completely overwhelm yourself with everything, right? But this Fix8 cooking show is awesome. So just go through here. Each recipe will tell you what containers are in it. So if you want some Swiss oatmeal, I don't even know what that means, you can see how many containers are in there. Or if you want zucchini bread, you can see how many containers are in there. So just know that 80 Day Obsession will have its kind of like own categories just to fit exactly with the pre-workout and with the post-workout meal. So everything is like super like simplified for you guys. So up at the top, you can just, go right back to your workout programs. So everything at the top is, pretty much labeled. And then you'll see the first row is going to be Little Obsessed. So that's the workout program that most of us are kind of doing right now. It's just like a 5-day prequel to 80 Day Obsession. So if you're if you haven't worked out in a while and you're a little bit scared of like going right into 80 Day Obsession, like it's totally fine to do this for a week or even for 2 weeks. Like tomorrow will be almost like I think 3 or 4 weeks. I don't know. I kind of forget after a little bit. But it's okay to start with a little obsessed and then go into 80 Day Obsession when you feel ready. And let me also say too, like this is an 80, I'm going to just a bit really quick so you guys can see me and not be like super weird. This is an 80-day workout program, right? So if you're starting 5 days after us, it's not a big deal. It's okay if you're 5 days before us or ahead of us or whatever. Like you have to start this at your own time. So say like you want to start the 3-day refresh next week instead of starting 80 Day Obsession and you're going to be a week behind. It's okay. Like you have to do this on your own time. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. And we're going to go back to here. So here's a Little Obsessed. There's some program materials too with tracker sheets, a workout calendar for a Little Obsessed. And then they also just have like the short meal plan for this as well. But let's go for what we're all here for, and that's 80 Day Obsession. So 80 Day Obsession, boom, right here. Just click on it. And when the workouts get released on January 15th, it's going to be a week at a time. Now, when it says 80 day, it means 80 different workouts. You're never going to repeat the same workouts again. So on, I believe, Sunday night, they're going to release the next 7 days. So you're going to get these in 7-day chunks. And then after the full 80 days is over, you're going to have them they're all going to be released here. And then if you want to do 160 days of obsession, you can do round 2 if you want to. But here with the workout list is where all that's going to be. Also, there's something that they just did for this program. It's called Weekly Obsession. So you can press play and it's kind of like a little video montage of what the cast and what that's the CEO, Carl Deichler. He kind of explains it. But with this Weekly Obsession, they're just going to talk about what week 1 was about, what week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. And you'll really kind of get a lot of information on the cast and maybe what's coming up in week 1. So you're kind of like already prepared for it. So I would highly suggest, either tonight or tomorrow when you're kind of looking through the nutrition plan is take 15 minutes out and go through this Weekly Obsession, like kind of little mini montage that they're doing every single week. So what we're here for, right? Nutrition, the meal plan. So if you go and click on program materials, it's going to pop up. Now, there's going to be a crap load of information, right? Like I can keep scrolling forever. And then there's Spanish, right? Just go one step at a time. So the first thing, and guys, we're going to walk you through it this week. But I highly suggest you have to do this on your own as well. Like you can't just listen to me or like watch for the post and go like, I don't understand what to do. No, like you have to open this up, right? Like you have to read this to understand. You kind of have to, if you're fully committed, you have to kind of go all in, put both feet into the water and really make sure that you're reading everything from bottom to top. So you know what you're doing, right? Just don't listen to me or listen to Jessica or listen to Tracy. Like, be your own advocate in this. So this is just gonna ask you, and we're gonna make sure that you guys take before pictures, right? Yeah, look at her freaking booty. Whoop, I want that. Yes. We're gonna make sure that you guys take before photos and measurements. We'll be talking about why you want to do that rather than stepping on the scale. The most important thing is going to be calculating your calorie target, meaning how many containers can you have every single day. Now, I'm going to go back on, and you're probably like, Rose, I don't want to see you anymore. But I've been talking to a lot of the test groupers. The calculation, yes, it's in the plan, and whatever, all you're going to do is plug in your weight, plug it, like it's really simple. Like there's two little equations. If you can use a calculator, you can do this equation. But the equation will tell you what bracket you fall into, or what plan you fall into, whether you're in plan A, plan B, plan C, blah, blah, blah. Now, a lot of us might fall into plan A, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, a lot of people that were in plan A for weight loss in the test group, they bumped up to plan C and plan D. Now, I know you guys are going to have like that mindset of like, oh my God, if I go up in a plan or have more calories, I'm going to gain weight. You're not. You have to listen to your own body. So what I suggest is doing this calculation. And like I said, we'll walk you through this week on how to do that. But if you feel that you're hungry or that you're just not getting enough food, go up the next bracket. Not eat a bunch of crap. Go up the next bracket and eat the macros, the carbs, proteins, fats that you're supposed to for the next bracket, right? You're just not, if you're hungry, you're just not going to grab whatever. You're going to follow, you're going to go up to the next meal plan. So even if you already know, like, all right, plan A doesn't seem like enough for me. If you've never used some containers, it is a lot of food when you put it out on the plate, but these workouts are crazy, intense, right? Like it's going to put a lot of stress on our body, and we're going to want to have those calories to back us up. So if you're in plan A, or even if you're in plan B and you feel like you need to go up, do not get that mindset of like, oh, I'm going to gain weight. You're not going to gain weight if you're eating clean, eating the right macros at whatever plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, blah, 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 and doing the workouts. Like it's just not possible. So with the test groupers, a lot of them, like I said, they bumped up to the next meal plan, even though their calorie bracket said their calorie equation told them something different. I'll talk about that more this week as well, because when I did the calculation, I was in plan A. I think I'm going to go to either plan B or plan C. But let me switch this around. So here's the calculation that I was talking about. We'll go over it this week as well. And then the rest is just kind of like telling you what you need, like what equipment. I'll kind of go over that. But most of you, I hope, if you're in here, you have the loops, you have the strength slides. We'll talk about foam rolling. And then obviously you guys need some weights as well. Yeah, so I would say the most important thing in this starter guide is just the equation, and we're going to give you that anyways. But if you want to print this out, go for it, right? All right, so we're still in the program materials. We just went through the starter guide. Now, after I get that, if I do that equation, it's going to say I'm in plan A or plan B or plan C or plan B, whatever. I'm in plan A, so that's what I'm going to click on. So it's going to tell me what container is what. It's going to tell me how many containers that I need. So this is a sheet that I printed out. You can write it somewhere. You can, put it on your fridge, whatever you need to do so that you remember. So if you're in plan A, you're going to get 4 greens, 2 purples, 4 reds, 2 yellows, 1 blue, 1 orange, 3 tablespoons. And we'll go through and, we'll tell you like what greens are our favorite. I mean, fruits I think are super simple. But here, the next one is really the time nutrition. I think what everybody was looking forward to seeing. And it's kind of hard for you guys to see exactly on here. Let me just take it off the stand for a second. Sorry if I shake a little bit. But here is where she, tells us our pre-workout meal. If you've been doing a little bit obsessed, it's pretty much the same thing, right? So you're going to do your pre-workout meal. It's going to tell you what containers you get to have. Then you have Energize 20 to 30 minutes before your workout starts. You do your workout. If you want to take Hydrate during your workout, you can. Afterwards, you're going to have your Beachbody Performance Recover. Then an hour later, you're going to have your post-workout meal. Now, guys, I know a lot of us are working full-time. We're moms. We are nurses. We are teachers. We can't just drop things on a dime and oh my God, it's an hour. I need to have my post-workout meal, blah, blah, blah. It is okay if you are an hour or two late. I know Autumn says you need to be eating every 2 to 3 hours. I personally think sometimes that's just unrealistic. Do your best, right? If you can eat every 2 to 3 hours, perfect. If you can't, don't stress about it. Stress is the worst thing that you can do that will hinder your results more than anything. So do not stress about, oh my gosh, I don't want to wake up early and blah, 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 blah. Do the best you can, all right? So let me switch it again. So after our post-workout meal, it's going to have our meals right after that. Meal number 1, 2, 3, and then if you want to do the nighttime recharge, I love that stuff. I personally have it. It tastes like freaking cake batter. And if you are, I hate talking and you guys not seeing me. If you are a nighttime person and like to pick at something, or I'm an ice cream on the couch type of person, that's the perfect thing for me to kind of still have something that tastes good and also healthy and helps me at the same time recover my muscles during the nighttime, because that's when you really recover, is when you sleep, and sleep is going to be huge in this program as well. All right, so as we're kind of going down, they're going to give us some meal plan examples. They're going to give us a post-workout meal. They're going to, kind of just give us really simple stuff, right? I think we should keep this extremely simple. We're going to have a rest day, right? Sunday, we get one rest day during this whole thing. So Sunday will be my rest day. And these are your meals for the rest day. It's same amount of containers. It's just, you're just not going to do your pre-workout. You're not going to do Energize. You're not going to do Recover. So that's all that's taking out of your rest day. Now, going further, you'll see that there's a refeed day. Don't panic. Don't say, oh my God, there's 4 carbs. Or you might be like, hell yeah, there's 4 carbs. I'm happy. So in phase 2, so after 30 days, we get to introduce this refeed day. So every 2 weeks, we get to add 4 carbs in a day. Hooray! We all love that, right? So we'll talk about that when we get there. We're not there yet, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. You can go on this and read it yourself. And then there's also a peak week deplete day, which is towards the very end, so the last week of 80 days. So again, I'm not going to talk about that, but that's just taking out carbs, right? Pretty simple. You can print this one out. I think the menu planner is a good one to print out. So plan A, it will kind of give a regular day, it will give a refeed day, and then a deplete day. So you can print that out and just write things in it, write your meals on it, and then duplicate that in a notebook or on paper and pen, whatever you guys want to do. Workout block examples. So here are some more examples of times. Now here's where they're giving us, if you're a morning workout person, right? This is what you do. If you're a midday workout person, this is what you do. If you're a nighttime workout person, this is what you do, right? But I think most of you guys are pretty much worried about working out in the morning and having this pre-workout. I would say the easiest one that's going to be for that is just doing your Shakeology in water. You're really not going to get your green or your yellow in, which I think is okay. You're going to move that to other meals. but that's going to be a lot quicker for your body to absorb and digest, and it's not going to sit in your stomach while you're working out, but it's going to give you that little bit of energy and calories to get your body up and awake and really kind of pushing through that workout and having some calories behind yourself. So if you are an early morning person and are like, I can't wake up any earlier, like if I would wake up any earlier, it'd be like 3 a.m. Don't worry about it. Have a little bit of Shakeology and I think you'll be good to go. And I'm sure as we go through this, we're going to have other options for you guys too. So don't panic and worry yet. All right, flip it again. And then I think as we go down, that's it. So with this, with your eating plan, whatever plan that you fall in, read through it, right? And print out the ones that, that you really need, right? So as we kind of go down through like all the plans, there's vegan, right? So there's all vegan versions. So vegan plan A, vegan plan B. And then the container list of foods, we'll also post that in the group. We'll let you know what food falls into what. And I'm sure we'll get the, what does this fall into? Or what does this bar fall into? I'm going to say you really shouldn't be eating bars on this, right? This is, unless it's like a whole food bar, I would say no, but I'm not going to go there yet. But here's the food list. We'll post it in the group, but it's all here. Print it out, put it on your fridge so you know. What else? So here's the vegan list. So if you're vegan and you're like, what's for my reds? Just check it out yourself. And then you can also print out tracker sheets that will just track what weights you're doing, how many reps that you're doing, and you can print these out to keep kind of track of your progress through your workouts. I don't think I missed anything in here. But you know, like I said, you guys got to do this yourself. We will be with you here 100% of the way. But if you don't take that opportunity to learn about this yourself, you're missing kind of like the whole part of taking control of your life and really doing something for yourself. So set some time apart where you're not getting interrupted by the kids or the husband or whoever, and really go through this so you can feel kind of at ease that, you know, like even if this is overwhelming, you're eventually going to get it. But I did want to show really quick before I ended the video. And if you guys have any questions so far, I don't think I saw, I'll go through right now and see if I see any questions. Yeah, I don't see any questions yet. But if you have any about the nutrition plan, if you didn't check it out yet, don't ask me any questions. Go and check it out first. And then if you have questions, let me know. But let me go into our group and I'll show you where you guys can start finding some really good information. Because like I said, we have over 200 people in our group. You're welcome, Amanda. So there's going to be a lot of information. There's going to be a lot of posts daily. But how we're going to work this group is each week we're going to have a leader on our team take the week. So I'm taking this week for prep week. The previous week you saw Leia, you saw Nicole already, you saw Jessica. So this week is my week, and then every week you're gonna see a different leader kind of take you through your journey and teach you about whatever we're going through that week, right? So give me 1 second to get to our Let's Get Obsessed group, right? So let me just do this. All right, so I think a lot of you have already put your pictures into the photo album section. So if you go to photos, now obviously I'm on a computer. It's going to look different on your phone, so just be aware. But make sure that you make your own album with your face, all your pretty faces, right? And you're gonna just put kind of like your progress, right? So you're gonna do your before pictures if you want to. All of this is optional, guys, right? But the more that you show up, the more that you put into this, the more you're committed and the more that you're just going to get out of this. So if you're like, oh, I don't like to take selfies or I don't want to post stuff, like, guys, Jump all in. You didn't waste $140 or however much whatever package you got to get into this group for no reason. You joined this for a reason. So go all in, do all the things that we're asking you to do, because I've been a coach for about 5 years. Guys, this stuff works if you do it. But you have to do it. You have to show up. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable, right? It's kind of like your workouts. Like, it's not fun. Some of it is with the sliders and the bands, right? Like, that's different. That's fun. But, some things like meal prepping might be different for you, or waking up earlier to get your pre-workout meal in. It's gonna be hard. So go it all in and do this with us, right? We're all here with each other. All right, so let me go back to this. I know I get into like my little spurts where I'm like, rah, rah, right? Okay, so make sure that you put your picture in here, and then we're also gonna be like doing little prizes throughout the weeks. And we're going to be checking these albums to see who's showing up. If you're showing up, you'll be entered to win that prize for the week. So we're not just doing this to be like, I want to see your selfie. We're doing this to hold you accountable. We're doing this so we know that you're showing up. If you're not showing up, we know that you're not doing the work, right? So also in the albums, we'll be posting certain meal plans and certain recipes. So the Beachbody blog is an excellent spot to get workout meals. So I already posted it. It's already linked in here. You just have to click on it. And this will give us 9 pre-workout meals. Ta-da. Ta-da. Sorry. Ta-da. It's already here, right? So a lot of the stuff is here. You just have to kind of pay attention and follow along, and you'll be absolutely fine. And we'll tag you in stuff, right? Like Ashley tagged one of her girls in here. So if you're like, I'm lost, I need help, we will point you in the right direction. Okay, so that's the album section. Second thing is, if you are ever interested in seeing what we do as coaches, like what is do all day as a full-time Beachbody coach, or like how did she get started, or how does she make like money helping people get healthy and fit and getting in shape herself, we have this Freedom Seekers group that you're all welcome to join as well. This is our bigger team page. I think not our bigger team page, but our coach opportunity page, where we kind of just share what we do as coaches. There's over 600 people in here. So if you are ever wondering what we do as coaches, if you're feeling stuck in your life, if you want to earn a little bit of income to pay the gas, to pay some student loans, or if you already have people saying, what are you doing? You look amazing. There's an opportunity for you to earn money with this. So that's right up at the top. It's called Freedom Seekers. So you can feel free to add yourself into that group. But you're going to see there's going to be pinned posts for the day. So if you're on a computer, it's going to be up at the top and it's going to say pinned post. You have to click on it to see it. So that is going to be the post by the leader of the day. Now, if you're on your phone, it's going to look a little bit different. It's not going to pop out as easily. And obviously, I'm on my phone. I can't show you. But if you go to Let's Get Obsessed group, you'll see it's very tiny. But just at the top, click on it and you'll see it's the post from the leader of that week. So make sure that you check out the pin post of the day. But other than that, like everything else, oh, there I am going live. How weird is that? But everything else, like guys, post in here. Let us know what you're doing every single day. If you find an awesome recipe, like post in here. Like just, even if you're not a coach, that doesn't mean you can't step up. That doesn't mean you can't help other people. That is what this is all about, is us being together, arming, hand in hand and going through these 80 days, because it's not going to be easy, but we can do this together. So, scroll down a little bit, let us know, see what's going on. But this group is for you guys. It's not for me to come in here live every single day and do videos, or for me to post recipes. Like, this group is for you. So I'll hang on for another second or two, but if you do watch this later on and have questions, just post right below. I'll totally answer them. But I'm psyched for this, guys. Like, I need this so bad. And I think a lot of us, right? Like, we need this so bad after the holidays. But go all in. If you guys have any questions about Beachbody On Demand, it's very simple. You just kind of have to walk through it, and it's pretty user friendly. Our group, show up in it every single day, right? That's not even us holding you accountable, it's you holding yourself accountable. If you're not showing up in the group and posting what you ate for the day, you might not have ate something that was on the list, right? And I do that. I catch myself doing that too. Like, if I'm not posting my meals or like posting recipes, like, I'm like, oh crap, people know I'm just like eating ice cream all day. Like, I know it's like, it's not good when I'm not showing up because I don't want to show people I'm eating crap, right? So show up in here. And then we're also going to do a live call on January 10th. And it's not going to be through this live video that I'm doing. It's actually going to be through kind of like a webinar app. So you're just going to click on it. We're going to get to see each other. We can talk to each other. You don't have to talk. The leaders will talk in the group. But it's kind of, we're just going to kind of walk everybody through things. Again, it's going to kind of be like an FAQ, an open forum for us to dive even deeper into the meal plan of like what we're actually eating, how to actually prep, like how to like cook things and what to do on Sunday and how to like get a grocery list. So we're going to go through all of that as well live on, I think that's a Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, January 10th. And I believe that's going to be at 8:30. Don't mark my word. I will post it though, so you guys will absolutely know. And what I'm also going to be doing throughout the weeks too is up at the top, you're going to see this banner. So at the banner right now, it says, take your before pics and measurements. You guys better freaking do this. I don't want to hear you guys complain. You can complain, it's fine. But if I don't want to see you guys saying, I weighed 5 more pounds, or I gained a pound, or I'm not losing any weight, and you didn't take your before pics and measurements, because the scale lies. I'm just going to talk about it now since a lot of people are on. The first week of any new workout program, your body is going through so many changes. So when you start doing especially strength training, which this is, you're going to gain more blood volume, meaning there's going to be more blood going to your muscles because you're recovering, because you're building, because you're doing something different. Now, this workout program is 80 days of doing something different every single day. So that blood volume is going to be up and can be changing rapidly daily. So if you're watching the scale all the time, you're going to stress yourself out. That blood volume that's increasing, the little micro inflammation that's happening because you're working out, breaking down muscle, repairing muscle, it's not going to be accurate. That's why doing the pics and doing the measurements are key. Now, I don't know if you guys saw, but there was a before and after picture from one of the first test groupers. Her name is Tulin Emery, I believe. She was a bigger girl, and I don't know if she didn't lose any weight, but her before and after pictures are freaking incredible. And you know what? I actually might have it on my desktop, and I do, because I've been showing people this because I think it's just remarkable of what you can do. So this is a coach that was in the test group, Tulin, and the scale stayed the same for her most of the 80 days. Now, if you tell me that she did not lose any weight or she didn't get any results, I say you're lying, right? So that's why taking before pictures will show that there's a difference between fat and muscle. Measurements will show that there's a difference between fat and muscle. The scale will not show if there's a difference between fat and muscle. So make sure that we're taking those before and after pictures. All right, I went off on another tangent, but I'm back. So we're up at the banner in our page, right? So take before pics, measurements, make sure you complete your workout daily, right? I think that's like duh. Drink your Shakeology daily. I think that's another duh. I'll talk about that this week. Who brushes their teeth every day? I would hope so, right? We have a few hygienists on our team, and it's like, yeah, you brush your teeth every day. Yeah, you want to floss your teeth every day. Why do we not do that with our body? Why don't we want to give our body nutrition every single day? Like, that blows my mind. Your body, your cells, your heart, your brain, that needs nutrition every single day. So when people tell me, oh, I do my Shakeology, blah, 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 like once in a blue moon, I'm like your body needs that nutrition because the food that we have, whether it's organic or not, is way less nutrition because of the farming industry, because of the soil depletion, because of everything that unfortunately has been going on in society with the processed foods. And like the people who are in the government and people who make up pesticides, they're kind of cahooting with each other. If you go on Netflix, you'll find some really awesome documentaries like Food Incorporated, Fork Over Knives, which really dives deep into how our food system is so bad. So with getting your Shakeology in daily, that's really going to not even just give you peak performance, it's helping you live. Like, you guys need that nutrition to live. But it's hard to even get that nutrition, even if you're eating organic veggies and fruits and grass-fed meats, just because of everything that's going on in our country, right? The superfoods in Shakeology are not from the United States. They're from all across the world, from different regions, because they don't do what we do, good for them, what we do to our food system. So that's why we find all those superfoods from ashwagandha to maca root, from all those other superfoods I can't pronounce right now because I think it's 9:40. But that's why it's so key to get your Shakeology in daily, like brushing your teeth, and not just whenever you kind of feel like it, right? Take your performance line. Like I said, this is a performance program. This is going to be rough on our bodies. We want to make sure we're fueling it with the right not equipment, but with the right nutrition, with the right energy, with the right things that is going to build our body back up after doing those workouts. And then show up in the group once for accountability. Like I said, you're going to be accountable to yourself as well. But on this banner, I'll be changing it up probably weekly to just give you guys information on if we're gonna try and do webinars every single week, at least for the first month or two, because we know that's gonna kind of be the hardest thing. The hardest thing is to get started. Once you get started, you kind of have that momentum to keep going. But on that banner in our group, keep an eye on that. That's where some pertinent information is going to be, so things don't get lost in the group. But like I said, if you guys have questions, we're here for you, but you have to kind of dive in and read this stuff yourself. So if you're jumping on this video right now, make sure you go back to when I first started, which is almost 40 minutes ago. All right, I've been talking for too long. Have any questions, post it. Have a great night. Check out the meal plan, and I will see you guys tomorrow bright and early. Have a great night. See ya.